Hey guys, so I went to Kikagoods, the website, and surprisingly, they actually had the Kazuha Genshin Impact action figure, and it's an official MiHoYo merch. I'm pretty sure you can find the action figures on the Amazon, like the US Amazon, and then you can also find it on their official website. However, I don't know, like sometimes the MiHoYo website, it always says it's like backlogged and stuff, so I didn't want to go check. Also, I don't know like their shipping stuff and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, and the US Amazon, sometimes, depending on which vendor you're getting it from, it might not be able to ship to like specific places. So yeah, so I ended up buying this from Kika Goods. I'm like super surprised that they had it, and I'm like super happy about it, but not sponsored by them or anything. This was 100 USD, so I think including the taxes, it was a little over 100. And then what happened is I got free shipping because it was over $100. So yeah, so this is the Kazuha one. I just looked online though today before picking this up from my post office that actually they have a Risley one, and it's for pre-order because it is actually coming out in April to March or something. And so I actually pre-ordered that one too, because if I don't, it might sell out because these might be like super popular. I know one of the Honkai Star Rail ones are sold out, so I had to get this right away. I love how the box is Kazuha themed. There's like the animal, like the maple leaves that he has. Super pretty. So let's open this. They do have like 3 figures for the Honkai Star Rail, but I don't play the game. I was tempted to buy them, however, because I don't play the game, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to spend $100 on every figure when I don't really know the characters too well. So luckily there's the Genshin ones, so I'm super happy. There is one I saw that is the Wanderer slash Scaramouche. He's just released, so I don't know if they will put him on the website, but hopefully they do, because he's actually one of my favorites. I know they did have have a venti one as well, but that might be only on the MiHoYo website and the US Amazon for now. So yeah, so here is the character card. Super pretty. It's just a photo of the figure, and it's super pretty. And then it does have instructions for like all the stuff that he has. His outfit is actually made out of cloth, so it's a little bit pricey because of that, but I have been enjoying like the dolls that I bought from like Kika Goods, because I'm not normally into dolls, but I feel like when I saw them, like the quality is super pretty. So I think this is an MJD, which is like the mechanical jointed. It comes with this weight, which is metal. I guess I will keep it in the bag for now. And then it does have his clothing. It was taped originally. I just took out some of the tape when opening it to double check everything. But yeah, I was a bit excited. So it comes with 3 different faces. So this one is just like this, and then it does have a like resting face, like a closed eye face, and then there's so many things. So it does have 2 short swords, a leaf, because he always likes playing the leaf, like blowing it, and then it does have like the vision, which is like not, what is it again? I forgot, but I think it's his friend's vision, the one that the Raiden Shogun, unfortunately she killed. But yeah, he does have his friend's vision, and then he has couple hands you can interchange. One of them doesn't have the bandage wrap on them though. And then there's the shoes. From what I heard on saw online, the shoes are supposed to be made out of metal or something. No, not metal, but they're magnetic, so you'll see. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, so cute. So this is to protect his little hair piece. So yeah, you can remove the head. From what I know, you can remove the whole thing. Let me just wiggle it out gently. But yeah. Oh, so these aren't like those glue, the sticky adhesives. So you could just take out the eyes and then you can put them in the other face as well. So it only comes with one pair for the face. No, it's not on properly. Oops. Hang on. It's so cute. Okay, so these are like, how many inches? I think they were 5 inches, around 5 inches or something. So they're not that tall in terms of like their sizing. His eyes are super glossy, which are like super pretty. And this one's like a smiling face, so the other one is like a more neutral, unhappy kind of face. And then the hair has so much shading, which is super pretty. And then he does have like his red strand of like highlights. And then his hair is like ponytailed. So he is like fully articulated. Like even the hands and everything. So you can 360 the hands. And then he does have the bandage wrap on his arm, like his right arm. And that's just painted on. You can move his chest a bit, like turn it so that way he can pose more. And then the legs go up pretty high, so they're not that bad. The knees, I think they're double jointed because they are like going like this far, which gives more realistic posing. And then his feet go like up and down like this. So he does have magnets here, so I think this is for the shoes. So yeah. There's tape on these so they don't fall. So there's these pieces. Just gonna be very careful. The painting and the sculpting is very pretty. However, there's a lot of like small things. So these are all for like the shoes, I believe. And then here are the sandals that he wears. So I'm gonna keep these here for now. And then so the hands that he has on are open hands, and then you can switch them to like the grippy ones. So there's two grippy ones, and then there's two that are like this one is also a bit grippy too. But there is one that is like an open hand one, like this kind of. And then he has this, I hope I don't lose these. So he does have this vision. I believe this is his friend's vision. Super detailed for something so small. And then I do have the leaf that he... My camera does not want to focus on this. The leaf, and it's also pretty detailed. And then the two swords. This is the first one. And then there's this one. This one more looks like an animo version, as that goes with like his vision, like how when he's using it, when he's using like his vision. So yeah, so I'ma go and like I'll dress him up like off camera because I think there's a lot of components and it might take a while. So I'll be back. Okay, so I finally dressed him. It took a long while because there was so many components. First off, the feet kept detaching even though they were already in the stock, so it's hard to like attach them without trying to remove everything that I like already put on. So yeah, the white shirt inside actually has like this plastic button, and so does the pants for like the back of it. And basically when it comes to dolls, like this clothing isn't really like stretchable, so when you put it on them it's a little bit tight fit and you have to like put the buttons in. And then the belt was a separate piece. It also was like this button thing here. The buttons are like super small because the clothing is small too, so I was like struggling to put it on. But it does have like nice detailing, like for his maple leaves here, and then his little tassel, which is made out of plastic. And then also the scarf part, I did have to remove his head, and then I put the scarf over there, and it is attached to like his vision and like these parts. And then for this other sleeve layer, it does have the armor that he has and this tassel too, and the armor is made out of plastic. But anyways, it is like a actual what is it, buckle? I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not. Okay, here. Yeah, it's an actual buckle. So I was trying to lace the ribbon through it, and it was a little bit difficult because it was like super small, but I got it to lace through, and that's the only thing that's keeping this part like attached basically. And then his belt, his pants did have these, and these are like little metal pieces. It's super pretty. The designs are really nice. It has all of like his patterns, like the maple leaves, and then here like some of like the windy looking swirls. And his pants are like super cute. And okay, the socks were hard to get on because they're actually supposed to be above his knee, and to be honest, I didn't get it up there yet. I'm gonna try later on maybe, but I was a little bit impatient with them just because they kept like, what is it, they kept falling and then they wouldn't go over his joints. So I'm gonna figure it out. So for the black parts, like these parts here, they're actually, you can undo them. There's pegs, and they're kind of like soft plastic, so you can just peg them in. And originally I thought you had to put it over the foot, so I was like trying to fit it over, and then his joints kept, like his feet kept coming out, and they were in the socks, so I had to redo the whole thing with the socks. They do have the nice ribbon detailing here, like the ropes. And then also for the shoes, they are magnetic. However, they are also have like the pegs here, so you can actually open them and then put it on his feet instead of trying to like shove his feet in. Chances are they're gonna come off of the joints, so it's better to just open them and do it. It was a little bit difficult to get everything like closed though, because they're like super small, but I do appreciate the detailing. So one thing I noticed about him is that he's actually magnetic. So I'm guessing this doubles as a stand for them, so they can just go like this. And I did figure out these two pieces are not for the legs, but these two pieces are for like the arms. I'm not going to change his hands or anything though, because right now I'm just want it to be like this. And also it's like quite a hassle. But yeah, you can have him grip the sword and everything like that. But I think it was super pretty, and like the detailing is really nice. I feel a little bit like it feels a little bit delicate because there's so many components to it, like these parts and stuff like that. So I just have to be careful like that they don't like bend or anything. So yeah, but overall dressing him was a little bit harder than the other MJDs or the BJDs that I had, but it's not that much more difficult. Like I feel like they all take a long time, and I was just like trying so hard to like put everything, but I wanted to make sure he had all the clothing on him so that way you guys can see him in his like full glory. He's so cute though. I do like these are more chibi-esque though, because their heads are pretty big, but they are way smaller than like most of the figures and dolls I have, so I guess it's okay though, because I did order the Risley one, and then hopefully they add the Scaramouche one to their website. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.